So this is our lecture number 10. So from the chapter number 1, junction field effect transistor, we are going to see the next points. So myself, Madhuri Muit, working as the assistant professor in electronics and telecommunication department, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. So in this session, we are going to see the configuration of JFET, that is common gate. So already in a previous session, we have seen the two configurations, common drain and common source. As well as we are going to see the next point, that is common source JFET amplifier, that is characteristics curve of the common source JFET. So let us see the common gate. So already we have seen that what is that the common configuration means what? The two-port network which is required in a circuitry. So for the two-port network, 4 terminals are required. So 2 for the input side and 2 for the output side. So totally 4 terminals are required. But for the JFET, there are 3 terminals, that is gate, drain and source. So while we are go for that the 2-port network, how we can make that the 4 terminals? So one terminal must be common for the input and output. So it will work as a common. Okay. So here the gate terminal is common between the input and output. So that's why the configuration is known as the common gate. So in electronics, a common gate amplifier is one of the 3 basic single stage field effect transistor amplifier topology. So typically used as a current buffer or voltage amplifier. So in this circuit, the source terminal of the transistor serves as the input and the drain is the output. And the gate is connected to the ground or common, hence its name is the common gate amplifier. So the analogous bipolar junction transistor circuit is the common base amplifier. So like that it will work as a common base amplifier. So this is the circuitry for the common gate. So gate terminal is common between that the input and output. Input is applied for the source and the output is taken from the drain. So this is nothing but the circuit diagram for the common gate amplifier, and this is the small signal model for the common gate amplifier. So here let us see that the parameters for the common gate. So short circuit current gain is AI is equal to I out divided by IS. So for the expression or the approximately the value of that current gain is equal to 1. So open circuit voltage gain for the common gate is AV is equal to V out by PS when the RL is infinity. So the expression, that is GM plus GMB R0 plus 1 RL divided by R0 plus RL. So approximately equation is transconductance into the R0. So input resistance, that is RN is equal to Vs divided by Is. So RL plus R0, that is GM plus GMB R0 plus 1. So approximately expression is 1 upon GM. So the output resistance for that common gate is Rout is equal to Vx divided by Is. So that the expression is 1 plus GM plus GMB R0, that is Rs plus R0. So GM into R0 into Rs. So these are the parameters for the common gate. So the common gate is also used as a voltage buffer, as like the common drain. So when we compare the common source, common drain and common gate, so it is nothing but that the common drain is used as a that the voltage common drain is used as a voltage follower, as well as the common gate is also used as the voltage buffer, and the common source is used as a the amplifier. So here the common source JFET amplifier we are going to see. So the amplifier circuit consists of N-channel JFET, but the device could also be an equivalent N-channel depletion mode MOSFET, as the circuit diagram would be the same, just a change in FET connected in a common source configuration. So the amplifier circuit consists of N-channel JFET, but the device could also be equivalent to the N-channel depletion mode MOSFET. So as the circuit diagram would be the same, just a change in the FET. So connected in a common source configuration. So source is common between the input and output. So here voltage divider biasing circuitry is used. RD is taken as the output resistance. From that the drain we are going to take the output, and RS is used as the bypass circuitry. If you see the waveforms for the common source JFET amplifier, then with respect to input the output is amplified, but the 180 degree phase shift. So input, that is positive cycle, becomes the negative one, and negative cycle becomes a positive one. So the JFET gate voltage VG is biased through the potential divider network set up by resistors R1 and R2, and it is biased to operate within its saturation region, which is equivalent to the active region of the bipolar junction transistor. So unlike a bipolar transistor circuit, the junction FET takes virtual no input gate current, allowing the gate to be treated as an open circuit. So then no input characteristics curves are required. So we can compare the JFET to the bipolar junction transistor in the following table. So since the N-channel JFET is a depletion mode device and is normally on, a negative gate voltage with respect to the source is required to modulate or control the drain current. Okay, so JFET means that the R1 and R2 will make the potential divider network, because we know that if we want the proper operation from the JFET, the gate to source terminal must be negative, means gate terminal must be negative with respect to the source. So for the N-channel JFET depletion mode device, and it's normally on when the negative gate voltage with respect to the source. Then this negative voltage can be provided by biasing from a separate power supply voltage or by a self-biasing arrangement. So as long as steady current flows through the JFET even when there is no input signal present, and VG maintains a reverse bias of the gate source PN junction. So the biasing is provided from a potential divider network, allowing the input signal to produce a voltage fall at the gate as well as voltage rise at the gate with a sinusoidal signal. So any suitable pair of resistor values in correct proportions would produce the correct biasing voltage. So the DC gate biasing voltage VG is given as that VG is equal to VDD R2 divided by R1 plus R2 is equal to VDD R2 by R1 plus R2. So from this equation only determines the ratio of the resistors R1 and R2. But in order to take advantage of the very high input impedance of the JFET as well as the reducing the power dissipation within the circuit, so we need to make these resistor values as high as possible. So with values in order of 1 mega ohm to 10 mega ohm being common. So the negative voltage can be provided by biasing, that is from the self biasing arrangement. So no signal present, and the VG maintains the reverse bias from the gate to source PN junction. So biasing is provided from the potential divider, no doubt that. So voltage fall at the gate as well as the voltage rise at the gate with a sinusoidal signal, any suitable pair of the resistor values. So for that VG is expressed in terms of this. Then the input signal Vin of the common source JFET amplifier is applied between the gate terminal and the 0 volts rail. So with a constant value of gate voltage, Vg applied, the JFET operates within its ohmic region, acting like a linear resistive device. So the drain circuit contains the load resistance Rd. Okay. So what is this? The first point says that the input signal Vin of the common source JFET amplifier applied between the gate terminal and the 0 volts rail. Okay. So that constant value of the gate voltage Vg is applied JFET operates the ohmic region. So means what? Ohmic region means what? It will act as a resistor. Okay. So the drain current contains the load resistance Rd. So for the next point, the output voltage Vout is developed across this load resistance. So the efficiency of the common source JFET amplifier can be improved by the addition of a resistor. So Rs included in the source lead with the same drain current following through this resistor. So resistor Rs is also used to set the JFET amplifier, that is the Q point. Okay. So the output voltage Vout is developed across this load resistance. So the efficiency of the common source JFET resistor Rs included in the source lead with the same drain current flowing through this resistor, that resistor Rs is also used to get the JFET amplifier, that is Q point. So when the JFET is switched fully on, okay, means previously it is off, but when the fully it is on, a voltage drop equal to Rs into Id. So it is developed across this resistor, rising the potential of the source terminal above 0 volt or ground level. So this voltage drop across Rs due to the drain current provides the necessary reverse biasing condition. So across the gate resistance R2, effectively generating negative feedback. Okay. So when JFET is fully on, the voltage drop equals to the RSID. So it's developed across this resistor, rising the potential of the source terminal, that is 0 volt or the ground level. So this voltage drop across the RS due to the drain current provides the necessary reverse biasing condition across the gate resistor. So R2 effectively generating the negative feedback. Means in circuitry we have seen that there is a voltage divider is used. Why voltage divider biasing is used? Because we have to keep the gate terminal is negative with respect to that the source terminal. So in order to keep the gate source junction reverse biased, the source voltage, that is Vs, needs to be higher than the gate voltage. So Vg, this source voltage, is therefore given as Vs is equal to Id into Rs. Okay. Or we can say difference between the two voltages. So that is Vg minus Vgs. Okay. So this Vg is calculated according to Id into Rs. That is nothing but the potential difference between Vg minus Vgs. Okay, Vg minus Vgs. So then the drain current Id is also equal to the source current. How is that no current enters the gate terminal, and this can be given as Id is equal to Vs divided by Rs. So Vs is nothing but equal to VDD, and Rs is nothing but the series resistance of Rd plus Rs. So this potential divider biasing circuit improves the stability of the common source JFET amplifier circuit when being fed from a single DC supply compared to that of fixed voltage biasing circuit. Okay, so here voltage divider network is used for that the means stability of this voltage divider biasing for the common source amplifier is most of the important. So both resistor Rs and the source bypass capacitor Cs serve basically the same function as the emitter resistor and capacitor. So in the common emitter bipolar transistor amplifier circuit, namely to provide good stability and prevent a reduction in the loss of the voltage gain. So however, the price paid for the stabilized quotient gate voltage is that more of the supply voltage is dropped across areas. So here the potential divider biasing circuitry is nothing but used to for the stability. So the DC supply compared to that the fixed voltage biasing circuit. Okay. Then the value in farads of the source bypass capacitor is generally fairly high, above 100 microfarad. Means when we think of according to design perspective, the bypass capacitor that the value must be higher than 100 microfarad and will be polarized. So this gives the capacitor and impedance value much smaller, less than the 10% of the transconductance GM. So the transfer coefficient representing gain value of the device. So at high frequencies, the bypass capacitor acts essentially as a short circuit and the source will be effectively connected directly to the ground. Okay, so that's why we have to keep that bypass capacitor which is having the value higher than the 100 microfarad. Because at the high frequencies, the bypass capacitor acts essentially a short circuit and the source will be effectively connected directly to the ground. So, the basic circuit and the characteristics of the common source JFET amplifier are very similar to the common emitter amplifier. So, a DC load line is constructed by the joining the 2 points relating to the drain current. So, ID and the supply voltage. So, VDD, remembering that when ID is equal to 0, so VDD is equal to VDS and VDS equal to 0. So, ID is equal to VDD divided by RA. So, the load line is therefore the intersection of the curves at the Q point as follows. So, see here, this is the load line, means input output characteristics of the JFET we have plotted here. So, this is the ID versus that the VDS. Okay, along to this is nothing but the ohmic region. So, for the VGS we are making more negative. So, according to that we have plotted, and from that this point to this point means in ohmic region to that the cutoff region, we can say we have plotted one line, and the middle one we are saying that the Q point on that the load line. This is the AC load line. So input output is it is DC load line. So input output is DC, operating on the DC. So that's why. Then here that the amplifier output is also shown, that is the VDS. So for the negative cycle it generates the positive, and for the positive cycle it generates the negative. So as with the common emitter bipolar circuit, the DC load line for the common source JFET amplifier produces a straight line equation which guidance is given as -1 divided by RD plus RS, and that it crosses the vertical ID axis at point A equal to VDD divided by RD plus RS. So the other end of the load line crosses the horizontal axis at point B, which is equal to supply voltage VDD. So the actual position of the Q point on the DC load line is generally positioned at the mid-center point of the load line and is determined by the mean value of Vg, which is biased negatively at the JFET is the depletion mode device. So like the bipolar common emitter amplifier, the output of the common source JFET amplifier is 180 degree out of phase with the input signal. Okay, so most important is common source JFET amplifier is 180 degree out of phase with the input signal. So here we have seen that the common source JFET amplifier, okay, with its characteristics curve. So This is the DC load line. For that, the common source JFET. So in this session, we have seen that the one remaining configuration, that is common gate, and after that we have seen that the JFET as an amplifier, and for that common source JFET amplifier we have discussed here, as well as we have discussed the characteristics curve of that the JFET common source amplifier. So thank you.